we have to recognize that we live in a really crazy quilt of sex education in this country. You know, everything from nothing at all to abstinence only through to, you know, better sex education. There are places, large places in this country that can't even talk about sex in school. So we have to recognize that kids are sexual beings. Kids are curious. And frankly, today, the average age of first coming to porn is probably in the single digits now. It's like 9 years old. And
they come by accident, researching other things typically.
I wouldn't say there's a typical. I think, you know, all it takes is one kid in a friend group to fall upon it for whatever reason. And they all know, right?
Yeah.
And it's often at a time in their lives, you know, pre-pubertal time in their lives where it is sort of nonsensical. It is, you know, weird and confusing, but they also think of it as something dirty. So I can't talk to my parents about it, right? And so, you know, I think that it's very controversial to talk about it. Like it's very controversial to talk about drinking alcohol in family. You know, you're not going to even think about it till you're 21 or whatever. But the reality is that sex is in all of us, right? And that drive is one of the primal drives of humans. And we have to recognize it. And so I do think that one of the things that we have to talk about with pornography in kids is it is fiction. Normal people don't look like that, behave like that. And, you know, there is a whole issue around consent with porn, because porn is all about selling sex as a commodity. And I think that one of the things that I am most worried about, because my primary patient population is adolescents, is that it makes sex transactional rather than relational, right? That it's not about, I love you, I trust you, I want to be intimate with you, I want to expose myself to you, not just physically, but emotionally and psychologically. And I want to share something very special with you. You know, for a lot of kids, it's the friends with benefits thing, right? And it's, you know, let's go have a pizza and have sex, right? You know, sort of thing, without any emotional commitment, without any real intimacy. And I
just
think
have to chuckle because an interviewer has never said that to me.
It's what?
Let's go get a pizza and have sex. I know you're not saying that to me, but it just makes me chuckle.
Oh, what? You don't like pizza? Sorry. You put it there. I had to deal with it.
Oh my gosh. Hilarious.
Anyway, no, but I think that that's all tied in also with this culture of the phones theoretically making us more connected and actually coming between us in ways that I think that because we can reach out with text, with social media or whatever, but with a machine, it feels safer, but it's more arm's length. It's asynchronous. It, you know, is not, and what it does is it means that we can sort of shop for relationships or shop for sex on Tinder or Hinge or something of that nature. And that there isn't deep commitment to it. And so one of the things that I'm always saying to kids is when you are thinking of interacting with someone you care about, always upgrade by one. So instead of tweeting, text, instead of texting, call them. Better yet, video call them. And best of all, get face-to-face in person. Because that is what's really sustaining. And that's where the deep, meaningful connections in life happen. And with kids, I say, you know, it's easy to text, but you can't make out with a smartphone.